How about it for day 40? Alright, so just getting started here, and we're going to be climbing a mountain that's probably taller behind these trees. It's like 1,800 feet elevation to the shelter that's 3.7 away, and then that's going to be overlooking what they call Burke's Garden. Something about a limestone collapse there a long time ago. Maybe the mountain used to be a lot taller than it is, but now there's just a rim of it, and it kind of overlooks Burke's Garden for, I think, a good chunk of the day. I think there's a general store or hostel or something that goes by that name too, but we won't need to be going there. But should be a nice day. A little cloudy right now, but I think it's going to open up and have some sun today. Alright, let's see how it goes. Frogs over there in this random little pond near the top, but with a good couple of viewpoints. Scratch over these trees. You kind of see off over there. But yeah, good climb. Good climb this morning so far. There's a lot of elevation gain throughout the day, but this first big climb up to this whatever the shelter's called, Chestnut Ridge shelter. This is kind of the Chestnut Ridge thing here. Oh, here we go, some more. But yeah, this is the worst part of the climb, what I've done so far, and this next bit. And then there's a lot of descension with just a bunch of bunny hops back up to get that elevation gain that we're looking for today. I almost forgot to turn around and look. So a lot of these trees have been cut by somebody. I'm sure for a reason. Does anybody know why they do that? A lot of them up and down here are like that. Just wondering why. And here's the Chestnut Ridge shelter. Chestnut Knob shelter. My bad. Chestnut Knob. Pretty bare town wilderness. I don't know that we're going over there. But take a peek at this. And that's that Burke's garden with the rim all the way around, and that is quite a sight. And a very steep downhill. And now we're back to a steady climb here. And once we get on top of this, we'll be walking the ridge down, I think. Another good look at Burke's garden from up there. Alright, so not the best view. That's where we're coming from. There's a decent climb coming up here. But tree coverage here. Working toward that thing. So we'll go down here, and I bet come up over that. And pretty much doing that all day. Hopping over that now. Looks like the few in front of me aren't much higher bumps than the one I was on there. They look tall, but that's really just the tree height. The ground is a lot lower than that. So, should be able to move pretty good today. The shin splint is still there, but you know, I can move a lot better. Still some discomfort at the top part of it, and a little bit down by the top of my ankle, but it's doable. So otherwise, feeling good. A little overgrown these days, but here's a little viewpoint. You kind of see down there. Let's see about zoom in real good. Yeah, down into Burke's garden. Walking along these, pretty sweet. They got them just all up here at the top of this thing. Big old rocks. Now entering Hunting Camp Creek Wilderness and going down for a little bit. Nice little lunch spot here. No camping there. That's a good place for lunch, for sure. Back on the trail. Been a lot of climbing since getting back from lunch, but I don't know if my set's gonna be as tall as this one that we just came from, but I knew some climbing was coming, because once you're down there where the creeks are, you gotta come all the way back up here. Working on it. And then it's been like this for a short while, and it looks like we'll be walking on the side of this thing for like another 1.8, 2 miles. So that's pretty cool. I'm guessing it'll have, you know, slight dips like you see here, but that's nothing compared to getting up here. And yeah, it looks like we're just hanging out on this I'll call it right side of the mountain, only because I don't think I'm traveling exactly north right now to call it the east side or something. So yeah, this will help make the time go, I don't want to say quickly, but make the miles go quicker for sure. You know, I'm able to walk on a relatively smooth surface, so I'm able to look around and take it in. But, you know, once you've seen enough of a section, it's just keep moving. And then they have these barrels full of wood shavings, so that at the shelters in these areas they've got composting toilets. So they have you, if you kindly would, they say, take some up there with you, throw it into the I guess metal can for them, the trail maintainers up there, and I think they throw them in the little pit toilet, and helps decompose all that waste. But I haven't done that. Will you focus on that? Yeah. Those are sweet. Whatever they are. And this is the beginning of the final ascent for my day. The two options are to something from the bottom of this is a viewpoint that a lot of the comments talk about good campsites up there, or 4 miles from back down there is a second viewpoint up, you know, at the top of this ridge line or whichever. All the comments talk about good tent sites there. So I got options. The first viewpoint would satisfy my mileage goal. So, you know, I think it's going to be that one. And just call it an early one. So we're climbing. No, I don't want to jinx it because I like what's happening, but they've routed it just switchback after switchback after switchback. On the map earlier when I was looking, I'm like, oh, that's probably gonna suck. They're gonna be steep and all this, but just from perspective of looking at the map, the switchbacks looked a lot tighter and more straight up than they are, so I cannot complain. But now that I've said it out loud, I hope they don't change it up on me here and make it harder, because this has been pleasant. Makes me almost consider going to the farther spot if getting to elevation is just going to be like this. Alright, switchbacks are out of the way, and we're just kind of slowly creeping upward still, but it's relatively flat considering. About a mile up is that first tent site. I'll scope it out. Again, I'm leaning toward it. Anything extra would be nice, but I'm good with stopping also. And then between me and the campsite is the Trail Boss Trail. Hopefully I've got the right equipment to defeat the Trail Boss, but we'll see. That's what all the comments on Far Out are saying, like it's a final boss character that you gotta beat to get past there, but we'll win. And it took all day, but the sun did finally decide to poke out just in time for me to get to that site that says great spot for a sunset. One of the deciding factors why I'm thinking about camping there. Figures he doesn't show up, so I move on. He didn't want none anyway. So apparently the view that I just showed you was right where it said in the comments something about tent sites, but unless I missed something, which I must have, this ain't flat enough to tent on. So between this one and the next one, the comments go back and forth saying there's a site here, a site there. So I'm just gonna keep looking for something, and then I'll be done for the day at that point. So I came around this corner here, and my first reaction was just, oh yeah. So there's a fire pit here, a flat spot here, and then that view here Oh, I'll get a good sunset here, I bet. And then off this way is a town. I'll look it up and see what that is, but heck yeah. I'll have to deal with the wind a little bit, but it's all part of it. Should be pretty good. I'd say this is a view that makes 22.9 worth it at the end of the day. Very rewarding.